fear of the unknown. What are those worst moments in business that could send you on a different trajectory or change the course of your travel altogether? Welcome to Streams. On this edition of Streams, I'll be sharing with you 5 worst moments in business that could change your trajectory. But if you mentally prepare for these scenarios, you either toughen yourself or prepare safeguards that can help you in such situations. Number 1, I told you so moment. You see, these are moments where loved one, friend, partner, or your family members have said to you, this thing was not going to go to plan. And truth be told, it didn't go to plan. You lost all your money or that business failed completely. Some of you are going through that moment now as a nightmare. Oh, they had told me this business was not going to succeed. And you failed actually. But not the fear of I told you so moment should not be the reason why you do not pursue your dream. These are part of the blip or experiences of business. You know a lot of I told you so moments that were said to Elon Musk when he was trying to incorporate reusable rockets into space travel. Every of his mentor, people that he respected, told him he was going to fail. And truth be told, he lost a lot of rockets. He was down to his last rocket before he succeeded with the reusable rocket technology. And today, that is a fundamental part of space travel. In fact, that's the only way space travel can be economic, can survive. So I told you so moment, experience or nightmare that you might be experiencing is a pointer that you need to either rejig, evaluate and do it again in a smarter way. But it should not be a reason why you abandon your dream. Learn the lessons and go at it again. And if you are just launching out, prepare for those moments, and when it comes, dust yourself up and move forward. Go and do that business again, go after that vision again. Number 2, running out of money. One of the worst things that you want to experience to run out of money when your business is just taking off. A lot of businesses that you do not hear of today who could have been one of the greatest empires of businesses of our time, they ran out of money at a very critical time. Have you experienced that yourself? Do you know you will not hear of Elon Musk, if not the bailout scheme during the Obama era that helped him to keep SpaceX afloat when he has burnt a lot of rockets and it was down to the last rocket. It was around $649 million that was ceded to him and so many other companies. That was the lifeline that made Elon Musk to be the richest man today, making Tesla and all of these products. Think of Mark Zuckerberg too. When Facebook was not making money, the investor kept giving him money to keep going. Think of Jeff Bezos. He kept receiving money until the business took off. So also, for your own business, think of channels of resources because you don't want to run out of money when the business is just finding its footing or is about to take off, so that you don't run out of money at a critical time in that business. Number 3, delivering bad news. Delivering bad news is a key component of business, and nobody loves to do that. When you either had to sack someone, when you had to say to them that target will not be met, or they are not going to receive what they are due. I remember working in a team many years ago, and these were your friends, people that you have worked together and you have delivered on target. And the executive made a decision to shift resources to a different aspect of the business, and we could not make payroll. And they said to me, that's the executive decision. You go tell the team, we cannot make payroll. It was difficult. It was like out-of-body experience. You felt you were not the one to go and deliver that news. At another time, we had this international training program, and people had come from different places, a project you had sold, and people were paid, and they came around, and you had to go and deliver to them while that training or project will not go ahead. It's not always easy, but very many times you will have to be the bearer of a bad news, having to tell a team that thing will not be met, or that project will be cancelled, or they cannot receive what they are expecting in terms of commission. Is not always easy, but it's part of the business climate. And you must prepare for moments you may need to deliver bad news to some people. Number four, when a big client changes their mind. This happens a lot either in sales or any service-oriented business, where you had already planned on the revenue coming from that big client or customer, and you are banking on it either to stay afloat or to keep your business going. And the customer changes their mind, either they are not going through with the deal or they pull the business. These are moments that are difficult, but the recipe for you to prepare is to make sure your business does not rely on one generous customer or maybe a customer that kind of guarantees 70 to 80% of your business revenue. You need to broaden your base of service such that there are different channels, so that if one customer cancels or withdraws, it will not affect the overall impact or the business as a whole. So watch out for that and prepare for it when necessary. Number five, finally, is when events out of your control happens. This will happen. It has happened before. Think of COVID. I know of businesses that were bankrupt because of COVID. They are into perishable goods, and they just got a delivery when COVID lockdown was coming in. So those events, what happens to your own business? If there are natural disasters, do you have safeguards? Do you have right insurance policies? I knew of people that lost everything they had because there were no enough, protection, safeguard for their business. Think of ways to mitigate these things. It's not that they are just going to happen. It's a question of when the particular worst scenario like this happens, what are your counter punches? What are ways by which you can respond to them? Do you have rainy day funds you can tap into if you are running out of money? Or do you have a line of credit with which you can mitigate that? If you need to deliver a bad news, do you have support mechanism in order to, support people that may be impacted? And are you broadening the base of your customers such that if one customer cancels, you are able to replace and you can replenish their own withdrawal? So these are ways you need to think through this worst moment and prepare for them and de-risk your risk. I hope this is useful for you. And I think you should share this with some of your team members and share with your loved ones, because whether in business or in your life, there are worst moments and you need to prepare for them. There's a link. Thank you for watching this edition of Streams. This is your platform to learn everything about entrepreneurship. There are other wonderful materials on this platform. Subscribe to this channel. There's a link for you on this side to subscribe to this channel. Popping up on this platform, you'll see some other videos where you can watch, develop yourself, and develop your team. There's no end to learning. Keep learning, and I will see you on the next edition of Streams. Bye for now.